Some things to think about, and again, it's never too late to ask your 3PL these questions just so you can prepare. And as well as I think a lot of this information helps you to prepare your customers on your website, or if you send out email blasts to them, or even when they order something, just setting expectations for like what's the last day you could receive an order to ensure it arrives by the holidays. I think that's like a something we always order stuff last minute these days. And I think customers need to know that on your website. So, really good to ask these things about cutoff dates. Every 3PL and marketplace is going to be different of what is the receiving cutoff dates. Amazon, if you use Amazon, they are way earlier than most 3PLs just because they have such huge volumes they have to get through, and make sure your stuff is packed correctly and done well, and the warehouse receiving order is correct so it can get processed as fast as possible. But yeah, just looking at SLAs, because that'll change too sometimes depending on how much volume. Really, if you work with a major 3PL, this shouldn't change. They should still be the same service level agreements. But if you have a smaller 3PL, or maybe it's a couple locations, or it's your own fulfillment, your own in-house warehouse, then those might change and there might be longer processing times. It's just really good to know this and then display it to your customers to get ahead of it, because everyone's going to have the Wismo, where is my order? Questions coming through on different channels that becomes crazy to manage. So it's always really good just to give them a heads up in the banner. So yeah, just really good questions. And even to what percent of orders are fulfilled and shipped on time. That's just, if they can't show you the historical data on that and that they've been able to help brands push through this and still stay on track. Again, stuff happens. There's winter delays, there's snowstorms, sometimes things happen. And again, communicate that to your customers. But these are all just really good things to make sure that you have a better understanding of what peak is going to look like. And I guess like it's kind of like the standard structure of your 3PL and how they're going to operate during this time. So yeah, run dry tests. You're going to simulate volume surges, hopefully through sales or some other way. And then just have a plan. And also something to build a strong like 3PL relationship is have an account manager there, or like get to know if you have a support team. Most of the time there's like the same people working with you. Just get on a first name basis with them, because they're there to help you. And I think that things are going to go wrong, but it's the way that we approach it when it happens. And your 3PL is a partner. If you're in-house fulfillment, it's a little bit different. Sometimes your WMLs can help you, but really it's up to you to fulfill the orders. But if you're if you're outsourcing fulfillment, just build that relationship and know that things are going to happen, but work as a team to kind of resolve it. And this is where you ask these questions and anything else that might be specific to your brand about like custom packaging. And is there, I guess, like maybe extra fees during the holiday, or to have custom packaging and different things like that, because we have gift notes as well. And just to set the table for a positive Black Friday, and so you're not really blindsided by anything. And already you've had these conversations, and they know you by a first name. If you can pay for an account manager at the 3PL and you don't qualify for one, I highly recommend you do that. Most of the time, they have like just a cheaper plan for you to do. But these are all things to think about, because we never know what's going to happen during peak. So it's just good to be prepared and share that information with your customers.